So welcome back. Hope you had a nice break. Let's just start again. We were in the last video. We stopped here where we have this header, reusable header, an input component, and it is this input component is basically a form. And on clicking enter, we were making this fetch request to the Unsplash API, and we were getting all these results back, right? Right now, we want to make a gallery, right? Let's before making a gallery, I'll make this very clear. We are going to make a very basic gallery because CSS is not the objective of this course. The objective of this course is to learn React. So let's just get started with it. Uh, we had this images folder, right? Let's rename this first of all as gallery, and let's create a file inside it called as index.js. Let's do import React from React. Now let's do const gallery equals to open brackets and return some paragraph. Okay, probably saying gallery. Okay, and let's do export default gallery. Yeah. And what we have to do is create a CSS file as well. Mm-hmm. Gallery.css. Then okay, let's give this a div, and let's give this a class name of gallery. And before writing any CSS, let's see whether we have this div or not. Okay, it's not visible at all. Let's go to elements inside root header. Okay, we have not imported it anywhere. My bad. So let's import gallery. Let's go to app.js. The same way we have imported header, import gallery from components slash gallery. Okay. Now because index.js is giving us a default export, we can name it anywhere here, right? So I can name it gallery, ASD, whatever, right? But let's keep the naming convention same. And if I add a gallery here, it is giving me some sort of an error. JSX expression must have one parent element. Okay, so we have already solved this once, if I'm not wrong. We can do a div, right? And we can see inside this div we have a header, and then we have a gallery somewhere. It's hidden. Why is it hidden? Because our header is a fixed position which gives it an absolute position and top of 0, right? So the gallery is basically behind it. So we need to have this gallery. I mean, this gallery should have some padding or margin of top, right? So what we can do is come here and come to the gallery.css. And as we remember, the class name is gallery, right? Let's go here. So we can do dot. Okay, what am I doing? Let's do a dot gallery, and let's do a margin top of 80 pixels. Do we have imported? No, we have not. So let's import the CSS file as well. Import dot gallery dot CSS. Huh, what just happened here? Body, root, div, this gallery. Okay, let's do a padding top of 80 pixels. Okay, cool. So let's not do a margin top. Let's do a padding top. Padding top. Instead of padding top, let's do 80 pixels. Let's do 20 pixels, 0, and then 20 pixels. And let's also include a media. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. This works, right? And when we are here, Let's zoom it to 100%. 20 pixels is way too much, and here 20 pixels is way too less. So let's do, instead of 20, let's do 40, and let's add a media of max width 768. Let's add some padding, instead of 40. Okay, my bad. Dot gallery, and inside that we need to add some padding. Instead of 40, what we can do is 8. I guess 8 is fine. Yeah, here 40 is fine. And why is it not refreshing? Let's see. This gallery computed. Why is it giving me 40 now? Max width of 768. Oh, okay. Media max width 768. Is this not how it's supposed to work? Okay, I guess I'm missing pixels here. Yeah, okay, cool, it works. Instead of 40, let's do a 1024. And instead of 40, let's do a 80 here. Yeah, okay, cool. It works. It is responsive. And let's add images to this gallery now. So the first thing that it will receive as a prop is photos. Okay, app, uh gallery photos is equal to photos. Now this photos is coming from the state here, right? So yeah, let's come here. Let's console log photos here. Okay, and let's do that, and we are getting a console log of photos here. Let's see one of them, and let's do a map. Okay, if we go here and we have this URLs, raw, regular, let's use the regular one, and let's see what the small one gives us. Copy, paste. Okay, what happened here? Paste. And what if we use the regular one? Copy, paste, delete those quotes. Okay, so I feel the regular one is better. It might take a lot of data, of course, but we don't care about data right now. So let's just go in here and do photos. What we'll do is we'll add a map function here, and it gives us one single photo, right? And then we have another a callback here, and let's add the img component. It takes what? src. The src is photo dot urls dot regular. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we are getting regular images now. Nice, really amazing, brilliant. So what is missing here? It's missing an alt prop, right? Alt, what we can do is let's do photo. Let's see. Uh, photo dot alt description. It's there, right? Photo dot alt description. And finally, let's just keep it this way right now. So we have our photos, and let's go to the smaller screen. We do have our photos, but it is taking up a lot of space, which we don't want. Moto G4. Let's see what can be done here. So This gallery, let's make it a grid. Okay. Uh, Display grid, and let's do a grid template columns. Repeat 3 1 FR, and let's do a grid gap of 8 pixels, shall we? Right? And when we hit this endpoint, let's do a grid template columns of just 1 FR. So what is essentially happening here, when I do display grid, it gives me grid lines, right? Grid template column is basically what I'm doing is I'm repeating something for 3 times, right? What is that? I'm repeating 1 FR for 3 times. 1 FR is basically what happens is in a grid, it takes up equivalent spaces of how many repetitions that you want. Let's say if I do repeat 4 1FR, so it will divide the whole grid into 4 parts. Now, if I'm doing repeat 3 for 1FR, 1FR will be the available space that is divided into 3 parts. And grid gap is basically the gap between those components, right? Let's see. Yeah, but the images are too big. Okay. Let's add some class name here. Class name. Let's do what? Grid images. Sounds good. Let's come to gallery and grid. Okay, what is this? Grid images. Let's add object fit cover and let's see whether this works. I guess, okay, we'll have to do it again. Cat. Huh, this doesn't work. Okay. Instead of regular, can we use small? Let's see. Huh. Okay, so I kind of see the problem here, but how do we solve this? So these images need to have some width and height. Uh, let's come here and let's open an image. Okay, let's go to the styles of this image. Element dot style. Here's the grid. Okay, here's the grid. I can see the grid. So inside element dot style, for the gallery. No, not for the gallery. Let's go here. Object fit cover. We already have. Width max content, not max content. Let's do 100%. Okay, and height, let's do 100%. Okay, and because we have object fit cover, everything just fits. Okay, so in the gallery, not there, in here grid images, let's do a width of 100% and let's do a height of 100%. And okay, so all the images now fit because we have object fit cover, but the images don't look clear. So let's come here and let's do a regular here. Okay, so yeah, they look cool. Okay, okay, they look really nice now. Let's just switch off the grid here. Yeah, so let's go to 125%. No, not that much. Let's go to 100%. Let's search for dog. Yeah, those images are replaced by dogs. Cool, really cool. There are a few small things that I guess we can take care of. One is a loading state is to show that it's loading. Let's take care of that right now. Okay, but this looks really cool, really amazing. So let's add a final touch up showing that it's loading. To show that, let's add a loading state here, and this state will be a boolean, right? loading set loading equals to use state. Let's do a false because initially loading will be false, right? When we do a fetch, let's do set loading as true, right? And when we get the data, here what we can do is we can do set photos, we can add a curly bracket, and we can do multiple statements. Set loading false. This should also work. We can also add a dot then statement, but let's just keep it that way. And then what we can do is when we have a loading state, we can just show a loading state here. But uh, let's pass the loading state here. Let's pass the loading state to the gallery itself. What we can do is loading equals to loading and go to the gallery. Here we get the loading state, and let's see. Let's console log the loading state here and let's come back here. Console. Loading is false. Cat. So loading is true, true, and false. Okay. So when we have the loading state, what should we do? So here maybe, yeah, let's do this. No. Okay. If not loading and then photos, we'll show the photos. So let's do dog. Okay. Spelling mistake. But okay, let's throttle our network to show what's going on here. Really slow 3G. Let's do elephant. Yeah. So we don't have anything until the data is loaded. Okay, this is really slow. Let's do fast 3G. Let's do dog. Yeah. Okay, fast 3G is better. And if not loading, then we can do a question mark here. And then we can do the ternary operator. Then we can just show a loading state here. And let's see elephant loading. Yeah. Let's do slow 3G. Let's do flower. You see, we have a loading state now. Now you can just use any other loader here. You can what I'll suggest is add a div here, right? Okay, it vanished somewhere. Probably request timed out or something like that. But the loading state just vanished, and yeah, that can happen with slow networks, right? What you can do is when we have a loading, you can add a div here, and what's going on here? Each child should have a unique key prop. It's a warning. Okay, I'll show you what is this warning. Okay, but the tigers are loading up, right? What you can do is you can, instead of a p, you can have an animated div here with a loading circle. This I gave you as homework. You can animate the whole thing here in this gallery.css and take care of that. Now let's just take care of this warning. Each child in the list should have a unique key prop. Okay, what it basically is saying is, in this map we are showing a list of childs, right? A list of sorry, not children. We are showing a lot of children, but a list of child, and each of these child should have a unique key prop. So as we saw, let's just console log photos here, and let's see what are we getting. 20 photos, right? Each photo has a ID, a unique ID. Okay, so we can basically use that ID. What we can do is we can just come here and let's first read what the error is saying. It's not an error, first of all, but each child in a list should have a unique key prop. Okay, so basically it should have a key prop which should be unique. So for the photos, the photo.id, as we saw, is a unique ID, right? And let's see whether we have this. Let's reload. We do not have this warning because we don't have any photos. Let's do cat. Yeah, now we don't have any warning. Now let's just remove this console log, and this project is done. Voila. So see you next time with another project in this series. Hope you like this one. If you have any doubts, just comment on the video, and I'll link whatever is required in the videos itself. Take care. Bye.